Hey everyone, welcome to the Electric Supercar channel. This week we're going to reinforce the doors with steel. Let's get to it. We're having a little bit of a slow go this time. So I had a vacation, that was great, but then shortly after it got COVID, so that kind of put a damper on things, going a little bit slow. Not a fun illness. We're gonna get as much done as we can, but we'll probably be a little less than usual. Picking up where we left off last time, we're modifying the passenger door to fit the custom bracket that I made. I used lots of drilling and boring tools to create the cavity to accept the bracket. I then had to relieve a section of the door. Went back to my trusty bending fixture. It took a few times, but got the shape I needed. Drilled and tapped the bracket to fasten to the door panel. Next was drilling holes to mount the bracket to the door itself. Like the driver's side door, use some fiberglass to fiberglass in some nuts to hold the door panel. So here it is, all done. Got the bracket mounted to the door panel and to the door. So I decided to replace the fiberglass strip here with metal. I've got some metal here. So I'm going to cut the metal into pieces and weld them. One from the bottom here, the other one that will go up through the door panel here. I'll probably have it go back into the panel quite a ways, just for some added stability. So mounting points will be here and here. And the thought is that'll make it a lot more rigid. This fiberglass piece, no more. I cut that out, and I've got metal pieces here. So just kind of cut them to fit right there and there. This one has a slight bend into the car as well as a twist, but I was able to kind of do that. These other ones, I'm gonna fiberglass them in. So this one actually sticks in there, I don't know, maybe 4 inches or so. So I'll fiberglass that in as well as kind of blend it on both sides. I fiberglassed both ends of the steel onto the existing piece and then welded the seam right here. Kind of ground down the weld and then put a layer of fiberglass over everything and then extra reinforcements on the joints. So I'll let this set up and then I'll flip it over, reinforce the other side. So real quick, I'm working on the driver's side now, and you'll see I've cut this one off, and if you remember, this bottom side used to also be very flimsy, but then I made it stiffer by kind of having the fiberglass go in a different direction, kind of like an L shape. Again, that makes it very rigid. So you may be wondering why I'm not doing that here. So here, the door has a very little clearance right here. So meaning when it opens, it wants to go up. So there's not room for kind of like a segment to go sideways. So that's why we kind of have to go with a stiffer material rather than just stiffer geometry. All right, I just got this one fiberglassed in there and there. We'll let this set up. Just so you guys are aware, this happens frequently, but I've got a couple projects going on at the same time, and I try and go back and forth just so I can get as much build done as I can. So the other one, we've got that fiberglass curing. This one, we got this fiberglass curing. So I'll go back to that one. It probably should be about set up and start shaping that. I've been working on the new steel reinforced door here. Again, I got it fiberglassed up here, down there, kind of trimmed all the fiberglass up. I also trimmed the polycarbonate sheet. What I need to do now is some filler, so kind of blend up here and all along here, make it look good. But again, the rest of the door panel was all ready to paint, so just need to kind of focus on that area. So we'll do some filler while we're waiting for this to set up. Once this sets up, we'll do the same thing where we trim it up, kind of sand it, make sure everything fits well, and we'll start filler here as well. So one other thing I'll show, so this is the fiberglass piece that was cut off, and it's just really flimsy. So this much more rigid, you can't move it at all. So again, that was the hope. Okay, just finished up a second sanding as well as putting some more of the filler on, kind of both panels. I think this is probably about done. We'll hit it with several different grits of sandpaper, put a coat of paint on it, and that will probably be about all the time we have. I just realized we're gonna get to the end of this episode and it will look like we've done absolutely nothing. So maybe I'll call this video, I did nothing. No, I'll think of something better. All right, we've officially done nothing. Just kidding, this looks like where we left it off last time. We got the steel reinforcement now. So I'll have to do a full episode one of these days, but my car just makes every other car look big. So this is next to a Camaro. I think it's 2019, and my car just looks like it's half size. So I think that finishes up for the door panels. Next week, we're gonna kind of fit this back panel, figure out the connection method, trim up all the lines so it fits a little better. A couple things I'm noticing as I'm putting things back together. So this seam right here, it's just a little off. So I must have been doing a little too much sanding right here when I was joining things because we got a little bit of a step here. The other side doesn't have that. So that's one thing. The other thing is apparently one of my reverse lights isn't working. So I have to go check if it just didn't get plugged in or quite what. The ride height is a little low. I'd like to raise it up just a titch. So that's not too challenging. Also, this has been forever, but it doesn't pull to the right. So I'm talking alignment now. It doesn't pull to the right, but the steering wheel doesn't aim quite straight. So I have to kind of like put my steering wheel to the right a little bit for it to go straight. So I'm gonna fix that one too. So what it is this plug came with this LED light. And what it came with the car is essentially 4 that were the exact same. So they didn't have any, so it's kind of 2 turn signals, and I wanted to do 1 turn signal, 1 reverse. So I ordered another bulb, and again, it's supposed to fit, but it's been able to come out. And again, they're meant to be replaceable, but yeah, I'll just secure it up and plug it back in. Okay, we are in reverse. This light's working, and I've now got the other light working. That'll do it for this time. See you next time.